Hey guys, and welcome back to the Secret Entourage Academy episode. Today I have on my show a gentleman named Wade. Now, I'm going to kind of introduce him as the mystery guy here because he has an interesting background working in the White House with an intelligence agency and quite a number of different companies started up, including multiple in the aviation industry. So Wade, welcome to the show, and I'm going to kind of leave your last name as a top secret name because we don't want anybody to, give out any kind of intelligence secret they learned here today. But can you share with us really briefly? I'm just joking, by the way. I know that there's nothing top secret with last name, but I just wanted to, kind of start this by saying, thank you for being on the show with us today because we've been having a need to share a lot with our students on the aviation industry, how it works, and I know you've had a lot of not only success but also have had a failure in that space. Which I love to talk about failures because they're always the gateway to success, right?
Yeah, I think people like to trumpet when they did really well, and not nobody, but far too often in entrepreneurship we tell everybody how great it is, and the stories of how hard it is or how much it just plain sucks sometimes don't often get told. So I'm happy to talk about whatever.
So let me have you first maybe share with us a little bit about your background, how you end up working in the White House and intelligence and do such a drastic thing to go into the aviation space right after.
Yeah, so I had a just non-traditional growing up. I'm the oldest of 8 kids. I grew up generally broke in Kansas City. I moved to Moscow when I was 19, spent 2 years. I was in college for a couple years, moved to Moscow, moved to Manila after 2 years in Moscow. Came back, finished my degree, and didn't know what I wanted to do. So moved out to Washington, D.C., thought I wanted to go into politics. I was writing a political column. In the course of that, I ran into some guys who had raised a lot of money for the president, and they asked me if I wanted to raise money for the president, and I saw a door opening to me that I didn't think ever would be. So I said, they said, will you raise $100,000 for the president? I said, no, I'll raise $200,000, and I hung up the phone, quit my job, cashed out my 401k, which had probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 grand in it total, and technically retired. I spent a year living on that money and fundraising for the president terribly. I think I spent more of my own money than I raised, and I didn't have any money to spend. I moved into a friend's unfinished basement. I was trying to hustle on something I didn't know what I was doing. So a little more than a year after I started, I called the team and said, guys, I'm not helping you, and it's not helping me, so we got to find something else. And they asked me if I'd travel with the vice president, and so I began doing that and managed his press on the road for a year and a half maybe.